Today, we are going to discuss the topic food adulteration for class 9. Adulteration is defined as the addition or subtraction of any substance to or from food so that the natural composition and the quality of food substance is affected. Adulterant is any material which is used for the purpose of adulteration. Some of the common adulterated foods are milk and milk products, cereals, pulses, coffee powder, tea powder, turmeric powder, saffron, confectionery, non-alcoholic beverages, spices, edible oils, meat, poultry products, etc. Now let's take a look at the different types of adulterants. Adulterants are divided into three as natural adulterants, incidental or unintentionally added adulterants, and intentionally added adulterants. The first one we are going to be discussing, that is natural adulterants. Natural adulterants are those chemicals or organic compounds that are naturally present in food. Now let's take a look at some of the examples of natural adulterants. The first one is the seeds of the apple. The seeds of the apple consist of a chemical which is known as prussic acid, and this prussic acid is naturally toxic and it can even lead to an death of an individual if it is overconsumed. Then the next one is the toxic substances which are present in certain poisonous mushrooms. The third natural adulterants are the marine toxins. Marine toxins are chemicals and bacteria that can contaminate certain types of seafood. Eating the seafood may result in foodborne illness. The seafood may look, smell, and taste normal. Marine toxin poisoning occurs most often in the summer. Now let us see about incidental, unintentionally added adulterants. These type of adulterants are added unknowingly due to ignorance or carelessness during food handling and packaging. Incidental adulterants includes pesticides residues. Pesticides residues refer to the pesticide that may remain in food after they are applied to the crops. So there could be some amount of pesticide which get retained on the crops even when has reached our plate. It is very dangerous for us. The next incidental adulterant is droppings of rodents and insects on food during storage. So if the food is going to be stored at particular place, then there are lot of possibilities the insect and rodents to feed the food, and when it is feeding on the food, there are lot of possibilities for the rodents dropping on the food. The next example is microbial contamination to the presence of pathogen in fruits and vegetables. It affects the human being by causing a lot of diseases. The next one is intentionally added adulterant. These adulterants are added intentionally for financial gain and have serious impact on the health of the consumers. Additives and preservatives like vinegar, citric acid, sodium bicarbonate, hydrogen peroxide in milk, modified food starch, food flavors, synthetic preservatives, and artificial sweeteners. Chemicals like calcium carbide are used to ripen bananas and mangoes. The next one is use of non-certified food colors. Use of non-certified food colors like metallic lead. Non-certified food colors are added to vegetables to make it look much more fresher, and adding something artificial to the food and we consume that, it is not good for our health. It leads to a lot of troubles near future. Edible synthetic wax are also used as adulterants. Edible synthetic wax are used to coat fruit like apples and pears. By doing this, the fruits are going to be looking much more shinier in appearance. There is one important quote is all of you need to remember while eating: listen to your stomach, not your eyes. Now, let's do some very simple and interesting activity in order to understand better about adulteration. If your coffee powder adulterated with clay, let's do a simple test. Take a glass of water. Add half teaspoon of coffee powder in the glass. Wait for 5 minutes. The unadulterated coffee will have no sediments at the bottom of the glass. The adulterated coffee will have sediments at the bottom of the glass. Is your milk adulterated with detergent? Let's do a simple test. Take a sample of 5 ml to 10 ml milk. Shake the content vigorously. The sample which does not form any bubbles is unadulterated milk. The sample which is adulterated has bubble formation. Is your chili powder adulterated with brick, salt or talc powder? Let's do a simple test. Take a glass of water. Add a teaspoon of chili powder to the glass. Now examine the residue. Take a small quantity of residue and rub it in your hand. If any grittiness is felt after rubbing the chili powder, is adulterated with brick powder or sand. If the residue feels soapy and smooth, there is presence of soapstone. Now let's talk about health effects of adulterated food. Fever, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting. Gastrointestinal disorders, asthma, allergy, neurological disorder, skin allergies, immune suppression, kidney and liver failure, colon cancer, and even birth defects. Adulterated food is not at all good for your health. Now let's talk about what are the measures can be taken by the government to reduce the adulterated food. In 1954, the Indian government enacted the food law known as Prevention of Food Adulterant Act and Prevention of Food Adulteration Rules in 1955, with the objective of ensuring pure and wholesome food to the consumers and protect them from fraudulent trade practices. FCI, Food Corporation of India, was set up in the year 1965 with the following objectives: effective price support operations for safeguarding the interest of farmers, distributing food grains throughout the country, maintaining satisfactory levels of operational and buffer stock of food grains to ensure national security, regulate the market price to provide food grains to consumers at reliable price. Now let's take a look at food quality control agencies. First one, ISI certifies industrial products like electrical appliances like switches, wiring cables, water heater, electric motor, kitchen appliances, etc. Next one is AGMARK, agricultural marking. Agriculture marking certifies agricultural and livestock products like cereals, essential oils, pulses, honey, butter, etc. Next one is Fruit Processing Order. FPO certifies the fruit products like juice, jams, sauce, canned fruits and vegetables, pickles, etc. Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. FSSAI, responsible for protecting and promoting the public health through regulation and supervision of food safety. That's all about nutrition and health. Thank you, students.